Hello, dear friends. When you wake up in the morning, think about the privilege of being alive, thinking, enjoying, and loving, said Marcus Aurelius. Opinion piece. World Global Settlement Funds. Healing Zone. New timeline. Global change. Closer than ever. Unknown future. Turbulent period. Unknown territory. Theory of stupidity. Controlled collapse. Wealth distribution. Incoming energy wave. Everything seems strange. The illusion of control disappears. Let's start. The World Global Settlement Funds are enormous sums of money on the order of $47 trillion that would be distributed among some 140 countries worldwide as part of a global process of financial restructuring and wealth distribution, according to Elwin Brimton. These funds would be linked to plans such as debt repayment project of around $10 trillion and a global debt jubilee that would entail universal debt forgiveness. The purpose of these funds is to promote global change through wealth redistribution and the implementation of new international currencies backed by precious metals, payment packages related to specific funds, and the legal and financial complications that have delayed their effective disbursement are highlighted. These funds are presented as a genuine instrument of financial and political transformation on a global scale, with enormous potential to settle national debts and change the global monetary system. However, these funds are plagued by delays, blockages, and legal conflicts that have prevented their full implementation. The distribution of these funds has been blocked or delayed due to illegal interference, financial fraud, and the refusal of policymakers and financial authorities to sign documents authorizing the release of these resources. Wave of energy. The chaos of the world demands retreats from it. Sierra recommends returning to stillness at regular intervals throughout the day. Brief moments of introspection with your favorite mantra, prayer, or intention will help lay the groundwork and pave the way for the rest of the day. We are going through an intense wave of energy. Some will feel it very strong, while others may not perceive it at all, according to Alexander Quinn. Each of us is programmed to experience and integrate these changes at our own pace so that the collective can function efficiently. This brief period may prove turbulent for some. At this very moment, changes are occurring that are very close to revelation, according to Sophia Love. These are invisible now, but they can be felt. This feeling extends to all living beings. It's about everyone preparing for change, for the new, for an unprecedented, unknown future. It will arrive naturally. If you are prepared, you will assimilate it and move forward, even if it surprises you at first. Keep in mind that you have exceeded all expectations and are now entering uncharted territory. Therefore, there are no maps or guidelines. Proximity. We are closer than ever to the RV, says Angela. This is the moment when faith becomes full and trust becomes the anchor, where the old world dissolves and the new earth begins to emerge. Every delay has sharpened your discernment. Every detour has strengthened your spirit. Every waiting period has trained you to lead with wisdom, humility, and heart. The RV is not just a financial event. It is a spiritual turning point. It is the moment when dreamers become doers, vision becomes impact, and the hope becomes provision. Dietrich Bonhoeffer's theory of stupidity argues that stupidity is a more dangerous enemy than malice. He contends that while one can protest, denounce, and fight against bad people, stupidity is much harder to combat because it doesn't respond to reason or logic. A stupid person, according to Bonhoeffer, is not necessarily someone with a low IQ, but rather someone who lacks critical thinking and doesn't question what they are told, accepting orders and beliefs without reflection. Kerry Kay explains that this period is like an in-between space, a kind of healing zone, where everything feels strange, like a fog or disconnection, because the new, higher timeline is not yet fully attuned or to or integrated by many. He or she emphasizes that since 2012, humanity has been ascending a ladder of frequency jumps, but the jump from 2025 to 26 is abrupt and different, marking a profound shift to a higher vibrational state. At this time, the only way forward is to slow down, connect with presence, and open oneself to receiving cosmic and energetic support. Reset News. RFK Jr. revealed that he will publish dietary guidelines that will ban ultra-processed foods, ease restrictions on saturated fats, and transform what soldiers and school children eat. Some time ago, a high-level source indicated that this wouldn't happen until the government reopened, according to Bruce. The old system is dying. Banks are collapsing. Corporations are losing money. And debt-based markets are crumbling. What appears to be chaos is actually a strategy, a controlled demolition to end the fiat money empire and restore real wealth backed by gold. Behind the headlines of economic crisis and market panic, a quantum computing-based system is quietly being implemented that replaces debt with value and returns sovereignty to the people. This is not a collapse, it is a rebirth. Controlled collapse. Markets are plummeting because artificial liquidity is running out. Central banks can't print money, and nations are turning to gold-backed reserves. The new currency is backed by gold and verified by unbreachable and transparent quantum encryption. Banks are already operating dual systems as the merger begins. Wealth redistribution. Recovered assets will begin flowing into verified accounts. Turbulent times. Starlink protects QFS nodes, guaranteeing system integrity. The old financial world is reeling. The fiduciary structure is bleeding out. Bankers are silent. Screens flicker. Servers fail. The machinery of the old world order is shutting down. The narratives of inflation are over. The illusions of paper money are gone. All screens will vanish when the time comes. The noise will cease. The light will reemerge with all the truth they concealed. The awakening is no longer a whisper. It has become the frequency. The timeline has aligned. The time for accountability has arrived, and the list grows daily. New international alliances are being forged overnight. Supply chains are shifting to fit sovereign economies. The illusion of control is crumbling. What was stolen is beginning to return. Systems are flickering, and connections are being restored. This is not a failure, it's purification. Energy is being redistributed to its rightful owners. The QFS pulse is merging with Earth's core frequency. This is not the end. It is the first heartbeat for a reborn world. Stand firm, trust the process. The quantum dawn has begun, says Paul White Gold Eagle. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.